Okay. So many side quests remain. So many fucking side quests remain. 1, 2, 3,
Ooh.
5 quests of the side. Yeah. I think I might give you power of attorney over the Discord server. Let you kind of take care of all that, yeah?
Yeah. That'll work out since I'm going to be getting a laptop.
Clive, I was just about to send for
Yeah,
you.
we just need to get a laptop that can
Take
play
you into Sir Wade
100% orange juice.
seeds for planting. Thought it was about time they started growing their own food. I'll keep providing them with whatever they need in the meantime, of course. But if East Pool's going to survive, it's got to be able to fend for itself. As of those poor bearers. They've lived their whole lives in servitude, but now they're their own masters. Small wonder they ain't got the foggiest how to provide for themselves. So it's up to us to teach them. And if you're wondering why you, well, the Wagoneers taking supplies up that way have been coming back with more and more reports of Akashic around the village of late. So
good.
Wade's putting a brave face on it, but I think even he's starting to worry. And if he's likely to share those concerns with anyone, it's you.
Alright, I'll do.
Right.
Thanks. Wouldn't ask if I didn't have to. There. That should be enough to keep them in Gazal Greens for a few years at least.
I'm
What?
starting to see the
Gazal
point.
Greens.
Like, I don't. Not everything necessarily needs a cutscene.
Mouth-watering crop,
Like, this
I
could have been an
admit.
email.
But they're hardy, they grow fast, and they fill a hole. Better
I mean,
that
she
than
had to
something
give
that
us
wither
the
away at
stuff.
first frost. And chocobos love them too, which is no small thing. When I say all of us need to pull together to get East Pool back on its feet, I mean all of us. They ain't exactly succulent, but cook 'em right, and they're just about bearable.
I'll take your word for it.
Anyway,
Right.
Sir Wade'll know what to do with them. And if he don't, well, I'll go up there and show him myself.
I'm sure you will.
Like, I'm fine with the cutscenes and all the stuff for the main story, but I feel like that could have been, like, the side quest cutscenes. At least, like, make more smaller cutscenes.
Like, I think what they should have done, like, and I know that they probably didn't want to because, like, it kind of ruined the feel of it, but I think for some of these, like, side quests, it could have just been, like, their character model and then, like, the text for it instead of, like, having these, like, cutscenes where they're, like, talking to each other.
I mean, I can skip the dialogue with the X button. Like, I don't have to let the voices fully play out, you know. But I choose to do that.
Ah. What
Oh,
brings
for the
you to
pool.
Eastpool?
Yeah.
A delivery from Martha.
Oh, bother.
Yeah.
The seeds.
Yeah, I choose to let the voices play out.
These are Gazal green seeds.
Yeah, they
Martha's
are.
keen to cut the apron strings, then, is she?
She is.
Of course. But
Wheat
they've long
fields.
since gone to seed.
Only without the
Martha
seed.
was hoping he might be able to show the bearers how to,
How to
that
plant
they'll
and
be able to
tend.
fend for themselves.
Fend for
That's
themselves.
Not a bad
Not a bad idea.
These bearers had only recently escaped their box.
Escape from the Rons.
They know little of freedom.
Can't provide for
Unless
themselves.
we teach them how to live like free men.
We gotta teach them how to free.
Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far.
Charity.
It's about time we all started to provide for
Yeah,
ourselves.
let's learn.
Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus.
The Horde is closing in. They're coming, so wait, all of them.
Damn it all. I thought we'd have more. Gather the
didn't.
men in the square. Set
Yes, Sir Wade.
The Horde.
Akashic, a veritable legion of them. They've been. We don't
Northern
have
Prowl.
the numbers to hold back a swarm that size. I had hoped to.
Now you're out of time.
Precisely. If reinforcements from the rest arrive before they.
What if you could call on reinforcement?
You mean the bearers? We brought them here so they might live.
So wait. You said you lack men to defend the village. Though they may not be trained soldiers like your guardians. What help they are able to offer.
You're right, my lord. I will My friends, I humbly beg your aid.
Now these ones I can't skip because this is an actual
We Guardians
cutscene.
are few and our enemies
Yeah,
many.
imagine if I let all the voices play out
I
during that.
swear we can defeat
We'd still be
evil
halfway,
with
only
you
halfway
at
through
our
that.
side.
Would send us to the slaughter. To serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you.
They'll be out there fighting with you.
Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
You're an idiot.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right.
Indeed.
This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves?
Yeah.
Or will you fight like free men and women?
No.
What are you doing?
Alright. Give me a sword.
I'm a fight. I ain't no bitch like these
Never
bitches.
dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it.
Yeah.
I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
Yeah.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together.
Except for that loser. I don't want him on the battlefield with me. Fuck that guy that fucking stood first.
For Eastpool!
Dog. For dog pool.
Yeah, dog.
Thank you, Martha.
Martha's a beast. And she
Don't
raised a
mention it.
skillet.
Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
I will.
Gladly.
Oh, I thought she was talking to Clive.
No, she wasn't talking to Clive.
I guess not. Fucking- he looked exactly like Clive there.
Well, if it was numbers you were lacking, you cer-
Thanks to you.
Me?
Oh, I just... Lord Rossfield, my leg...
So what's the plan of action?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from... Upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will keep the creature...
You're going to lure them into the village.
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so by coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, with luck, that point will be the village square, and for you and I to fit...
A sound plan, but one that'll require a leader with a cool head. I'd say you have both in abundance, Sir Wade. Please, leave the last of the fighting to me.
Ha! And let you have all the glory.
So
Yeah.
wait! There.
Then you know what you must... We work together, each shielding the other that no man might fall.
For Rosaria! For Rosaria!
Forest area.
We've no time to argue, my lord.
Then I will do as you ask.
Suppose we'd better...
Right you are,
So yeah, we'd still be cutscening if I wasn't skipping the dialogue after fucking quick reading.
I see.
Calm before the storm.
Like, I choose to let the voices play out because, you know,
And
that's
here
the
it
full
comes.
experience.
I will not let this village fall.
Wow.
Diamond Dusto. Torgal kill. If only he had a kill button.
There you go.
Bring him down, Torgal. Them lasers. Bam. No, I did nothing. Where you at, Clawman? No. Clawman. Zap, 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 zap. Dash it, doggo. That's one Frosty Doggo. No, not today. I said not today. Oh, yeah, struggle. Was it all his deer?
Yes. They're spoils. More so than renown.
Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rossfield, change of plan.
Oh no.
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic Curl's been sighted on Rhiannon's ride, and
Or the better half of her guard is. So wait, how many Akashic remain?
hard to say. My men are still facing some. I could order a detachment.
No. Let them finish the job. You stay here too, Sir Wade. I'll go after the Curl. Join me only when East.
If you're sure. May the Founder protect you.
Yeah, just, the biggest thing I wish this game had was a fucking mini map.
Yeah.
Like that is the biggest, like my truly biggest gripe. Like yes, there's long, super lengthy cutscenes, and I can get how people can get tired of them back to back to back to back to back like that. That doesn't bother me that much. Gives you time to relax in between all the fighting.
Chocobo.
Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia.
Chicken legs, chicken legs, chicken legs. Flying chicken legs. So you love the chocobos?
Yeah.
Then you'd love Final Fantasy VII. You get to breed different chocobos that each become your mount and actually have different abilities, and you can also play chocobo racing mini games with them.
Really?
Yes, really.
Ah, I love the chocobos.
I'm surprised you didn't go to school for like some sort of animal care, like veterinarian type stuff.
No, it would hurt too much when it's time to put them down.
It would. It would be the Super Siege.
I couldn't do it.
But you must.
Me, Torgal.
Oh, that shattered his shit, bro.
Oh, he was frozen in time.
Yeah, because I froze him in time. And he's dead. That was easy. Permafrosting with the perfect dodge, which I'm really good at. And it freezes literally anything in place for like 10 seconds. For me to just beat down upon.
Back to East Pool.
Lord Rossfield.
It's dead.
Thank the Found. We were able to eradicate. I have guardians posted around the village to keep. I hesitate to say it, but
I think it might.
we saved it. Thank you.
No, Saway, you brought us together.
We never had nothing to call our own, but now we do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade. But there's no doubt in my mind, we're free men now. We have to fight to protect.
And we shall. This is our home.
They'll have us to answer.
Come on then.
This village isn't gonna
They're not slaves anymore.
No. Your father took pity on, and I believe if he was still with us
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord. After all, this is my home now too.
I think you'll find it's East Pudlian, Sir Wade. But you should be proud. I'll have to pull my weight too. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting...
Can we continue to count on yours?
Of course. And I, as Rosarians...
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the Golden Stable. I ain't paid you for delivering them.
All right.
I guess that's not bad.
What?
I don't know why people would be complaining
Hold up,
then.
hold up, hold up.
Do you clearing the goblins
Hold up.
from the still?
I'll have something to say on that
There's one
after all this is all
sacrifice.
done.
Since that day, there have been more than a few times when the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favour. But every time, I would think to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may...
So Wade, you have always been. I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosette.
Thank you. I know the rest of the work.
I'll have something to say on that in a minute. Okay? Yeah, hold that thought. Because you might find that what I have to say might be a little contradictory to what you're about to say.
The hero it's lucky you came. Not only did my seeds get delivered...
I just did what I...
And it's only... Take it.
Thank you, Martha.
So, he's... And a home to free bearers.
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean. Though I suppose the rest ain't much different. You know, bearers living free like that, loath as I am to...
I take it you didn't always see eye to...
Well, if you really want to know. In fact, that's how I met him. He showed up at the stables one day. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. And before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling. Told me I was giving them relief, but not freed. Got right under my skin it did. Told him if... And do you know what he did? And then I did the same. We made...
And you were?
Well, we both wanted the same, just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time? He certainly didn't lack...
Indeed, but the loftier one's ambition, which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps...
Suppose you're right. And if we don't manage it, there's a good thing we've got a few half-decent... It's almost enough to give you a... Anyway, better get back to work. The least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal.
That sounds like a...
So, with skipping all the skippable dialogue, except for like the first 7 or 8 lines at the start of the quest, instantly taking down both the Horde battle and the boss battle, that side quest took 20 minutes.
I see.
Yeah. So skipping all the skippable voice dialogue, effectively instantly skipping both battles, because I cleared them in about... The first battle I cleared in about a minute, and the second and the boss battle I cleared in about 15 seconds. Everything in that side quest was 20 minutes. All that combined.
Huh.
So, like, I can see where people are coming from, where they say, yeah, this game is riddled and laden with a lot of cutscenes. Like, there is 100% more cutscenes in this game than there's gameplay. That's just a fact. Thing is, though, that doesn't necessarily bother me. I'm fine with that.
Well, I also so I guess another thing about like these cutscenes, like they definitely flesh out the world.
Oh yeah, no.
And what they're in. Like this is
Well,
probably.
I mean, that's not necessarily just the cutscenes. That's the side quests themselves.
Yeah.
So, the reward for the side quests isn't the actual reward. It's the world building. It's the extra story you're getting. These side quests actually have tangible world creating story. Versus in like a lot of the other ones. Can you help me find my stuffed dolly? Okay, here's 1,500 gil and a stone skin woven cap.
Yeah.
But this is like, okay, here's like two gil and a bucket. But hey, you help save everybody, make everybody have a better home and a better life. Yeah, no, like again, I don't mind it, but I can 100% see why people could have an issue with this particular kind of thing. Because yeah, there's a lot more watching the game play itself, basically, than there is you playing it. I feel like I've played the game, like, I feel like 75, close to 80% of the time spent playing this game is watching the cutscenes, in all honesty. I don't mind that personally, though. And I don't think it's a big deal, but I can definitely understand why people would. They're wrong, though, but yeah. Yeah, that entire side quest took 20 minutes skipping everything I could skip.
Take that, you naughty thief!
Clive! To what do I owe the pleasure?
So, we're at 22 minutes. I'm not going to skip any of the voice dialogue for this cutscene. So let's see if this is working.
We brought everyone together. All is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and Natalie's hands remain safely away from each other's throats and firmly at the helm. Our stores are full and the bandits still too disorganized to raid them. Just as the good Lady Jane and Lord Underhill intended.
Are you a lord? Lubor's going to be one too. They're going to make him the Lord of Dalimil because of how he stopped all the grown-ups from fighting.
It's the mayor of Dalimil, dear child, and the
Basically the same thing.
place just yet. But if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. And my first act will be to build a school so that menaces like you two learn not to interrupt your elders. Speaking of menaces,
Make it an acting
worrying
school.
one just over the horizon.
May there indeed.
I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside their differences and presenting a united front might have caught the bandits' attention. And they might have elected to take a similar approach. They have formed what one could call a League of Outlaws. And they grow
That should be
more
my league.
organized by the day.
We'll fight them all off just like last time, no matter how many of them there are. Won't we, Lubor?
Of course we will. If we continue to work together, we can overcome any challenge we choose to face. The longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult it will be. Until the only way to overcome it might be to run for the hills. Our best hope is to nip these efforts at organization in the bud. By finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet to join the cause, and ensuring that they never do. Perhaps a certain Lord Underhill might be willing to lend us his aid once more?
It's worse than I thought.
How could I refuse?
Thank you, my lord. Victor will fill you in on the particulars. I have him stationed by the desert gate, receiving and collating reports from my scouts. Such an amenable soul. He reminds me of you.
I'll go and speak with him.
Just that small cutscene getting the start of the quest took 3 minutes.
Yeah.
A League of
Like, there's a lot of cutscenes in this game.
Sounds like we have some competition.
Thankfully, it's all voice, so I don't have to do any other
Still in
reading.
Dalimil, Victor.
Ah, Sid.
I thought you'd have returned to Cosnis by now.
I did. Then I came back. I've developed something of a fondness for the place. And having worked so hard to see it saved from one fate, it would seem remiss to abandon it to another. A sentiment Master Lubor certainly isn't shy about exploiting. Hence my doing his bidding yet again.
You're not the only one.
What does he want you to do?
He asked for my aid in putting down the bandits. And he said that you might be able to help me find them.
Then you've come at just the right time. I was on my way to speak with Conrad about how to organize our forces.
Fuck that. Just tell me where they're at and I'll handle it all.
In the vicinity, then we can safely strike at once.
No, there's not.
We must strike together, and we must strike soon at as many camps as we can. We can't give this league of theirs time to rally its forces.
All right. Which camp shall I take?
There's one upriver. Just out there, across the dunes.
Leave it with me.
Chocobo.
Chocobo. Yeah.
Do you want me to buy you a copy of Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
You'd love it.
I probably would, but that's okay.
Those games are hard for me. Like I can't get into that particular style of game. I've tried with IPs that I love, like Toho. I just can't get into the top-down dungeon crawler kind of thing. Oh, Torgal, she's loving something more than you.
I still love Torgal. You stop.
But not as much.
You stop trying to put them against each other. They're both babies.
Oh, I'm trying to put them against you.
No. I hug both of them.
The one who killed Locke and Fingers.
No, boo-hoo.
Nope. Freeze! I will say I don't like the summons quote-unquote ultimates in this game as I do the actual summon animations for a lot of them.
Oh, like actually summoning like
Yeah.
the people.
Yeah, the Ions
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Eidolons and fucking... They've gone by many names throughout the years. Espers, Eidolons, Aeons, or whatever.
Didn't know what they wanted to call them.
They just call them whatever fits the lore that they're trying to go for that particular game. The League Cunning Man. Get him, Flyful. Bat. Where are you going, brother?
Nowhere.
Stab, stomp, kick.
Yeah. He likes the kick one.
That's just fucking disrespectful. Fucking just such disrespect.
I didn't mean to disrespect your honey bunches of
My honey bunches of oats.
Sid, where are you?
I'm right here. You can see me.
I see the bandits didn't pose you any trouble.
No, but that's not why you're here, is it?
No. Something's happened. We need you back in Dalimil.
What is it?
The whole town's in uproar.
Oh my god.
Saying that Lubor is a bearer.
So fucking what if he is?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bandits escape, and his escape route took him right through Dalimil. Some of the children spotted him, and he was about to silence them. And when Lubor felled him with a bolt of magic.
Oh.
Without a crystal.
But that's not possible.
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years, which is what people are saying. If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. No man is branded by choice. Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life. One who has made a leader of himself when the world believed he should have been a slave.
Yeah, who cares?
I don't know where we go from here, but I know one thing. Lubor needs all the friends he can get right now.
Then he better start looking.
Right.
This is still the same guy.
They don't really have the time to be fucking around with stupid, trivial bullshit.
It's not trivial to them. Like, Lubor's still the same Lubor.
And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And when that occasion arose, I forgot to reach for it. Well, it was bound to come out sooner or
Especially
later.
since the crystals don't work really anymore.
Sorry, Lubor. We tried to keep running, but we just couldn't anymore.
Not your fault. The townspeople
Nothing
suck.
to be sorry
They
for.
do suck.
I rather enjoyed playing the hero for once. All that matters to me is that you two are safe.
Look at him talking to his betters like it's nothing. All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change them. We need to do something, and quickly.
Kill him.
Convince
Kill
the
them all.
people not to let their prejudices blind them. Convince them that nothing has changed. That their enemy lies outside these walls.
Well, Clive is not the one to be talking.
No.
Speak to everyone.
No,
I'm glad you
Clive.
agree.
Do not let Lord Underhill speak.
I'm a Dalmec born and bred. They listen to me. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember who Lubor really is. They know that Lubor and I are friends. I might not make for the most impartial of interlocutors. Lord Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants, however, is a trusted and impartial mediator of note.
Yeah, except Natalie knows that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Yes, they're buying up all the grain
With the children.
or the barley and
Can't promise anything.
wine. Oh, it's worse than I thought.
God damn it.
Lubor tried to fucking work with what little Clive gave him.
Oh my god.
Why are you taking the bearers?
Why do they always have to make such a...
He knew all along that he was...
Forgive me for disturbing you, but could I have a moment of your time?
I've seen your face before.
As have I, Lord Underhill, wasn't it? Of the League of Merchants.
That's right. I wanted to speak to you about Lubor.
The rumors that he's a bearer. All true, I'm afraid.
He'll never be mayor now. Not if I have anything to do with it.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is highly valued throughout the Republic. In this, at least, he's done the town a service. Might that not earn him a little leniency?
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was laughing behind our backs all the while.
Was he
I'm
really?
sorry, my lord, but he lied to us. He lied to you. He cannot be trusted.
So what do you propose? Will you drive him from his home? Close his forge?
Perhaps. That is a question for the people of Dalimil, and they will thank you not to get involved.
I'm a lord.
The townsfolk have made their minds up. There was nothing I could do.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie refuse to consider anything but their own wounded pride.
You never know. Once their anger is cooled, they might see things differently.
Probably not.
Now,
Probably
I
not.
go back to Lubor.
Well, let's bring him to the hideaway. Oh, I better have another forge.
Yep.
We can use more steel.
Why the hell did Victor take the bearers?
Because he's the man.
I assume the situation is hopeless?
There's still hope.
But there's not hope. There's still hope, but it's hopeless.
But perhaps not in this lifetime, I think it's fair to say.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. Give them time. They'll come around. We'll talk some sense into them in the end, you'll see.
No, you won't. And your efforts would be better spent elsewhere.
But Lubor,
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie, that a blade is a reflection of the smith who forged it. To yourself be true, that was her point. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with a blade of her own making.
Oof. Rough.
But I do not doubt that she was always true to herself and what she believed in, right to the end. And so must I be. I must do what I know to be right, no matter what others might think of me. And now, I know what that is. I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of Dalimil have something to unite against. For only united can they hope to stand against the threat that awaits them. I'll need to make a suitably dramatic exit, of course.
Don't go, Lubor. You're the only one who was ever kind to us. We'll be all alone. Again.
Trust me, little ones. It is for the best that I go. Not only for the town, but for you, too.
How could it possibly be for the best? These children need you. The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change their minds.
They would not take it, Victor. It's over.
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're going to throw this town and these children to the wolves?
Yeah, why not? Wolves are good.
You were better than this. But it seems you had me fooled as well.
Victor.
Forget it. Do what you will.
Lord of the Hills. Do what you will, Lord of the
choice, Lubor. Of those available to me, I believe it's the best one. Yes. Ah, but where are my manners? Here. A reward for clearing out that bandit camp. Right then. I have packing to do.
If there's anything I can do. Anything.
I'll bear it in mind. Thank you.
Quest complete.
Quest complete.
There's definitely going to be another part to that in the future.
Da, 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 da.
So that small part of quest took 16 minutes.
I see.
Yeah. And there's 1, 2.
Oh, yeah. There's some more to do.
Yeah.
There's always more to do. More to.
Mm-hmm.
More to.
Mm-hmm.
More. We go to the infirmary.
No.
Okay.
We have 3 fucking side quests to do.
There were ghosts at the gates, not days.
Gate ghosts.
Ooh. 1800s Victorian ghost.
Those things I said before.
All right, Lady Isabel.
What you got for us?
What am I to do?
My best girls.
And I may soon be without a home.
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended from his lofty throne and taken up residence here in Northreach.
The High Cardinal?
He doesn't like horse.
Leader of the Council of Elders, second only to his Radiance at the head of the Imperial government. Not that any of those things still exist. Now he goes by his noble title, the Duke of Oriflamme.
And what does he want with Northreach?
He wants to transform it into a military stronghold, a foundation upon which to build a new Sambrec. He's already secured the support of the various army remnants, with promises that they shall be afforded the respect they deserve in his empire. One built on the confiscated property of the people.
He would rob the populace to pay for it.
Believe me, I have used every means of persuasion to discourage him from this folly.
Indeed.
But for whatever reason, he will not listen to me.
What does Captain Philippe make of this? When the town was under attack, it was him the soldiers rallied around. Couldn't he use that influence again?
How? By speaking out against one of the most powerful men in Sambrec.
Sambrec doesn't even really exist anymore.
Doesn't say, yeah,
To
what?
revive the empire Philippe's comrades swore to serve.
and to improve the soldiers' lot within it. The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel and an occasional trip to the Vale to help them forget the terrors they face each day. The Duke offers them a vision of strength and safety. No. Any attempt to incite mutiny would cost Philippe the support of his men, if it did not cost him his life.
Time for Sid the Outlaw to go mess shit up.
Mutiny may yet be unavoidable. The people have little appetite for further deprivation, least of all when it serves only to elevate others.
Who could blame them?
Me, I blame them.
Would you appeal to the Duke on my behalf?
Clive is not good at talking.
For your services to Northreach, you have the respect of the soldiers, and they will take you to his
Well, he's not good at lying.
And unlike Philippe, no bonds of loyalty prevent you from speaking your mind to the man. Well, will you try? You could
Have you heard Clive speak?
I mean, I could do a whole lot worse than you did. You at least got nice pair of tits to fall back on me.
I'll see what
Okay, I got flat booty cheeks.
Tell me,
So you were looking.
where will I find this?
Not hard not to. His ass is huge.
In the garrison.
Overseeing the troops, yes.
All right. Wish me luck.
Speak for the Duke of Orc.
The Duke.
The Duke.
Remembrance ceremony. Let's hope I didn't make a strong impression.
I think you made the strongest impression, Clive. If you're gonna be doing that motion, I might as well put my leg here.
Halt.
Halt.
Present hall pass.
Sorry about that. You're the dame's man, aren't you? You got some business with the captain?
No, actually. With the Duke. I was hoping I might be able to speak with him.
We're under orders not to let any civilians pass.
Well, I'm not just any civilian.
You should be all right. His Eminence has heard all about you and your heroics. Wait
Yeah.
here. I'll go and ask.
I'll just walk up to him. Ain't nobody so important that I can't just walk up and speak with him.
So, you are the sellsword who lent his aid to the garrison.
Yeah, he looks like the High Cardinal.
Empire owes you a debt, and I shall see it repaid.
Cool, get out of here.
Is it wealth that you seek, or favor?
Neither, Your Eminence. I thought only to inquire about your plan to turn Northreach into a stronghold.
Ah, I see. You are worried the expanded garrison will render your services redundant.
Something
Yet
along
you
like that.
needn't be. A proud fighting man like yourself shall always have a place here. Pride of place, in fact. For too long has the contribution of the noble soldier been under-reckoned.
You don't need to suck my dick, Cardinal.
I need to suck yours.
They who shall see the Holy Empire rebuilt, beginning right here in Northreach.
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed from the recent troubles. Her defenses are sound, and her garrison well prepared. Which is more than can be said for Oriflamme or Twinside. The Empire wants for a capital, and I believe Northreach to be the perfect place.
I believe the town 10 leagues that way would be the...
As her citadel.
The world's only 10 leagues around, so you just pointed back to Northreach.
Oh.
We need only build a wall around both to create a city that would be the envy of the twins.
I'm not paying for that wall.
Plans are already underway for the construction. Soon enough, these thralls shall learn that they are no match for the might of Sanbreque.
I fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures are, Your Eminence. Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach to come together in defense of the town. Something they may be loath to do if they've been deprived of their worldly goods.
The people will do as their leaders command.
Will they?
If Sandbreck is to be rebuilt, she will require a functioning government. One whose authority is beyond question. That is why this levy is necessary. So that any man who wishes to join the army might do so and be fed, outfitted, and paid as befits a defender of the Empire. And yet there are those who persist in peddling the treasonous lie that I seek to steal from the people and drive them from their homes.
Where are you putting them up then?
Suspect they're afraid of losing what little they have left.
Precisely. The common folk have little and less, and you mean to deprive them of even that. You would sow the seeds of your new empire in your own salted earth.
Sabine, we have discussed this.
Yes, and I told you then how putting the empire before her citizens would lead only to revolt.
Without an empire, there are no citizens.
Without no citizens, there's no empire.
Yeah, exactly.
Beggars. Is that what Griga wills for her people?
Do not take her name in vain, Sabine.
I'll come back later.
Don't talk about shit like
See
you
ya.
know it, Cardinal.
Fucking bye.
The citizens revolt.
And the peasants
What do the
revolt.
people really think of the Duke's plan?
Uh,
Wouldn't hurt to ask them, I suppose.
Mm.
Let's begin with those on the other side of the wall.
the other side of the wall.
Sabine, you are embarrassing me.
As long as you remain.
You're embarrassing yourself. I bet Sabine says girl down at the Vale.
Maybe.
Alright, talk to me, guys.
What do you think of this foolishness going on around town?
It's pretty good. I could use the extra money.
All right there. What is it you're after, sir?
An
Just
opinion.
your opinion, actually. I wondered what you thought of the Duke of Oriflamme.
Oh, him. Not much. None of us traders do. It's thanks to nobles like him that we had to set up shop this side of the wall in the first place. Couldn't have the rabble getting any closer to the holy capital, could they? And now
Do they
he's
not
trying to
care
close
about
us
the
out
markets?
completely,
No.
threatening to
They
take
should.
everything
That's
we've
what
got from us
No.
if we don't
fuels the
obey.
commerce.
If the
And where are they getting their stuff? From inside the walls.
I'll be straight through that checkpoint, tar bucket in hand.
Move faster.
He's busy. You leave him alone. You're
Yeah,
not
busy
you're
being
not-
slow as
You're
fuck.
not carrying a box.
No, I'm carrying the sin of all those I've killed. I'm carrying the burdens of all my friends left behind.
I'm carrying this cool sword.
I'm carrying this conversation.
Aww. I thought you were gonna talk about Ragnarok. I'm sad now.
I've been hearing a lot
Bye-bye.
of talk about a certain Duke.
Nothing good, I'll wager. Going around acting like he owns the place. And with hardly a word
Kinda
to our
does.
name.
Kinda,
This is her
I was gonna
town, not
say.
his.
Oh.
I take it you'd rather she was in charge.
As far as I'm concerned, she still is. Just need his eminence to sod off back to Oriflamme.
Cool, this is
Kinda hard for him to, like, nobody gave a shit about this town until it became relevant. So, like, yeah, I can understand why the people are not happy about this.
I heard the dame got an eye.
I mean, he lets hoes be hoes.
Which should be a sin.
A question, if you don't mind. What do you think of the Duke of Oriflamme?
Don't get me started. You build a life for yourself somewhere, earning for some noble to turn up and tell you you've got to hand it all over to him.
Yeah,
He thinks his name and his chains give him the right to empty our purses. He's in for a rude awakening. We'll do whatever it takes.
Get 'em, soldiers.
What's ours? Whatever it takes.
You're just peasants. You have nothing.
What about the soldiers?
Oh my god.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're telling me. Story building world side questo. Da 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 da.
I don't really care about what the soldiers have to say. They'll probably just be like, I'm happy I got fed in a house.
the one who was talking to His Eminence?
On the Dame's behalf, yes. I was trying to persuade him not to take the people's goodwill for granted, but it seems my words fell on deaf ears. What do you think of his plans?
I'm a soldier, mate. He tells me what to do, not the other way round. Listen, I've got nothing but respect
Oh, yes,
for the
man, got
Dame,
it.
but I've got a family to look after.
Yeah, see? Food and food.
That's where my loyalties lie. Not with the town or the Empire, but with my wife and children.
Yeah.
If the Duke can get us cement and the equipment we need to fight off those blue-skinned bastards, I don't care how
He just cares about his wife and his family. That his loyalty is to the family he has to protect. Better that than, you know, other places. Yeah? So that's fair. Yeah, he wants money to feed his wife and kid. Keep him fed and clothed and housed.
She can work too.
She probably does. This is a blight. There's not much to fucking do. You need stuff. Things are happening. You're not a soldier.
Excuse me, do you have a moment? I wondered if you'd mind sharing your thoughts on the Duke of Oriflamme.
Well, he's made a lot of enemies coming in the way he did. I mean, look around us. You can see the state the realm's in. The traders might not like having the screws put on them, but if they volunteered a few more of their hard-earned gil before things got bad, maybe they wouldn't have to. I think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuilding the Empire is the best way of making sure we're all protected. And if that means people who don't know one end of a sword from another have to make way for those who do, well, that's just how it goes.
Oh, he's not a soldier. He's just fucking some dude sweeping the dirt. You sweep that dirt. Can I get around this way? Kinda technically, yes. Oh my god, it's up there.
Gotta go up the stairs.
I know I gotta go up the stairs.
You have to go.
It's like 2 feet high. I can jump
You
that.
should have jumped it, but you didn't.
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plans to turn this town into some sort of fortress. Do you think that's a good idea?
It's not for me to say.
Yes.
All I know
Yeah.
is that unless the Emperor orders me otherwise, His Eminence's word is law. Look, no one likes all these taxes and tariffs, but empires don't come for free. Once Sanbreque is back on her feet, we'll all reap the benefits.
You make it like
Let's see what Philippe
His Eminence makes it sound like that's gonna be the case, but it's probably not gonna be the case.
Nah, it's not gonna be the case. They all say that, oh, we'll do this, we'll do that. All promises until they don't.
Where are you at, Philippe? There you are, you old sack of shit.
Captain, do you have a moment?
No.
For you? Certainly. Clive, wasn't it? Thank you for last time. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you about the Duke of Oriflamme. Do you intend to go along with his plan?
But to tell you the truth, I'm in two minds. It's my sworn duty as a captain of the Imperial Army to obey his orders. But I can't say I agree with him.
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier to protect the people you loved. The Dame included.
That's right, I did.
Well, she doesn't agree with the Duke's orders either. She thinks they could tear Northreach apart.
And she's probably right. Thank you, Clive. I know what I need to do now. Protecting the people I love is what matters. Doesn't matter how. Well, duty calls, so I better go. Thanks again.
Huzzah.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
Hopefully. Well, let's find out. Back to the whorehouse. You want to know what Clive's main power is?
Saying what's up?
Well, but he's gonna help turn this whore house into a whore home.
Why are you like this?
Ah, Clive. How did you fare? Were you able to speak with the Duke?
Yeah, he's kind of a bitch.
But
He was sucking my dick more than the whores here. I don't know what to tell you.
Think you gotta teach your ladies to do better.
Stop.
So Northreach is to be a fortress after all.
Okay.
Well, it will certainly help to hold back the thralls. There's no denying that. Though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the townspeople whose worldly goods are confiscated to pay for it. They deserve to be heard, Clive. To have a say in this new empire the Duke means to build.
sadly, His Eminence values their obedience more than their opinions, and hopes to reassert the authority of the state. I fear he sees the people as mere pawns on his chessboard to be sacrificed for the greater good. Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion, and would rather their destinies were in your hands. The soldiers, meanwhile, are content to follow their orders. And not just because of the Duke's rank, but because of his vision.
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Sambrek, I dare say I too would want nothing more than to see it rise from the ashes. Thank you for trying. But the battle is lost.
There's not.
I don't know about that.
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in.
Oh.
With my resignation.
Now I'm just a common
As
man.
I wished them well, but that I owe it to those I love to call it a day.
Why?
I love you, the dame.
Because I realize what really matters to me.
Marry me, the dame.
Not following some nobleman's orders for the sake of it, but protecting what I care about. Protecting Northreach. I honestly don't know when those monsters will return, but I'm certain they're not finished with us yet. And when they do come back, we need to be ready for them. We need to stand together, all of us. And with you to lead us, milady, I reckon we can do it. It was you who finally convinced me, Clive.
Cool.
There's no point following orders if they go against everything you believe.
Indeed.
I mean, paycheck's nice.
All of us, standing together.
Big fat paycheck.
Always been Northreach's best hope, and one which still lies within our grasp. We have only to turn our attentions to the true enemy. Thank you, Philippe, for showing me what I must do.
Anything for you, milady.
Mm.
Speaking of standing together, would you mind if I borrowed a few of the lads from the Vale to help keep watch around the town? I fear His Eminence has loftier tasks in mind for the guard.
Not at all. Be my guest.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Oh.
There may be hope for Northreach yet. Especially with men like you and Philippe to champion our cause. I, for my part, shall continue to work upon the Duke, in the stubborn belief that I might still tempt him into joining hands. But I suspect I shall have to call upon your aid again. Until then, Clive.
Until then.
Quest complete. New management is bad, but
Clive's like, you know he likes you, right? I know, but I'm for the streets. I will forever be out of his Northreach.
Oh.
2 more quests. We're already at an hour for this episode. These quests are taking 20 minutes apiece. Where's that fucking... There he is.
Can't go through the window.
Can't go through the walls either.
Lord Rosfield, is there aught the Undying might assist you with this day?
Perhaps. My brother said that your order was helping him with his quest to uncover Ultima's origins.
Indeed.
Have you learned anything of note since last we spoke?
Haven't learned shit.
Unless, I regret to report.
I see.
Be assured, however, that we will not rest until the truth is known. Even now, our archaeologians scour ruins in every corner of the realm for traces of Ultima's touch.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Ruins, I take it. Dating back as far as Phoenix Gate.
And probably further.
Ultima's thralls are oft sighted among the remnants of the fallen civilization, as if protecting the secrets concealed within.
Secrets we'd see unearthed.
Should
Yeah.
our methods be of interest, my lord, mayhap it would please you to observe some of our number at work.
Would that be possible?
Of course. A survey is being conducted not far from here. Perchance you are familiar with Kretov, a small hamlet built around a fallen airship.
I'm
I was
not.
due to visit my colleagues there to collect their preliminary findings, but if you would consent to do so in my stead, I'm sure that they would be honored to relate any discoveries they have made to you directly.
All right, we're doing it.
I'll go and meet with them.
They will be most gratified, I am sure. Might I suggest you take the road through Titan's Wake? It will lead you straight to the village after but a short walk.
Thank you. I will.
I wish you a safe journey, my lord. May the Firebird's flames burn ever in your heart.
Yeah.